There's been no sign of a sale, not even an offer. When you're selling, you want everything to look the best it possibly can. I think this house is going to be a real challenge.
Nothing is wrong in this house.
It's good to be house proud, but when you're trying to make a sale, it's better to be house savvy. You've got to take a cold, hard look at how much your house is worth, how it's presented, and how best you can position it on the market for a quick sale. My job is to help people do that and turn unsellable houses into dazzling sellers. At $580,000, this semi-detached house is listed as a condo alternative. It's 1,600 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, eat-in kitchen and a finished basement. It's been on the market for 6 weeks. The homeowners Marco and Maria have had no offers. They want to sell this place and put the cash into travel and retirement, but their dreams are on hold, so my job is to sell this house. Soon-to-be empty nesters Maria and Marco have 4 children, but only one is left at home, their younger son, Chris.
We live in here for many years.
Always good memories, good friends, good relationship with the neighbors, for friends, for family, forever.
But now they're proud grandparents and want to live closer to their grown-up kids.
The house is a big one for us. We decided to sell the house.
They want to buy a smaller home and use the rest of the money to travel.
We take a vacation last year, but just only for visiting the family.
Close to retirement, they're anxious to start a new chapter in their lives. But Maria and Marco haven't quite realised that in order to sell their house, they have to get to work.
Nothing wrong in my house. That's why I live a long time here.
Nothing is wrong in this house.
Maria and Marco's house is in an up-and-coming neighbourhood minutes from downtown. It once drew a mix of multicultural families, but is now favoured by young professionals. Semi-detached properties like Maria and Marco's run upwards of $600,000 and usually sell within 2 weeks. But these homes are now competing against trendy new lofts that sell in the same price range. So the realtor has listed this house as a condo alternative. From the outside, this house looks pretty appealing, but it hasn't received a single offer. I need to get inside and find out why. Mudrooms are the first glimpse you get of a house, so they're important. You've got a patchwork of old carpets, a park bench, fridge with a doily on it. Kind of nervous about walking into the rest of the house now. This house is so textbook how not to present your house for sale. You should declutter and take down any religious iconography. Now, I can see cherubs. There's a lot of family photographs, and they're not small either. Buyers won't be able to imagine themselves living in this property. See, look at this. That's an original stained glass window, but you can't see it because it's behind not 1, but 2 sets of sort of lace curtains. Not a bad sized kitchen. You've got quite a lot of prep space, but then there's all this clutter on it. Look at that cabinet. You shouldn't have it in a kitchen when they're trying to sell. There's definitely some potential in this kitchen. There's something to work with. That is very strange. They've astroturfed their patio. I thought astroturf was just for sporting arenas, but apparently not. Which is a shame, because this is actually quite a nice backyard. And it could definitely set this house apart from a condo. It's not a bad size. But then you've got this badly cladded shed. This is not in a good nick at all. It looks like it's been attacked by numerous dogs. And again, there's clutter even outside. And it's not a bad idea to tidy away laundry before buyers come round. This is actually the best room in the house. It could do with a declutter, but I feel quite cheered by this room. The real estate agent is billing this property as a condo alternative, and it's not. The front and backyard are in a bad state of repair, which is always a deterrent to buyers. The inside is claustrophobic because there's too much furniture, religious iconography, fake flowers, family portraits. And if we're going to get this house sold, we have a lot of work to do. Marco and Maria have got to listen to my advice if they don't want to be stuck in this house forever. Marco, Maria, this house has been on the market for 6 weeks. I think it's a great house. It's nice and big. It's in a great part of town, nice, quiet street. It's got a lot going for it. But take the sitting room here. You've got a lot of furniture, which makes the room feel a bit small.
Yeah.
Because when you're selling your house, what you want to do is make it feel really big and really bright.
Good idea.
Right.
Too easy to sell.
One thing that buyers really like is hardwood floor, but you're covering it up with all the rugs.
Sometimes in the winter,
It gets cold.
it's cold.
Yeah.
You know, people when they come and see the house, they put carpet, say maybe something, the floor is damaged. That's why it's covered. But
Yeah.
no.
No.
100% is perfect, you know.
Which is fantastic for us because it means
Yes.
when we take this carpet up, it's going to have a beautiful floor underneath.
Okay.
Usually I'd say to people when they're selling their house to kind of remove some of the religious art because you want to make the house appeal to the broadest range of people possible.
It's fine. It's no, I don't mind. I take it.
I went into the backyard and I looked and I was like, why have they put carpet in the backyard?
Because my grandson.
Because I think you've got a good backyard, but I'd like to put some plants out.
I have years ago.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Too many raccoons. Sometimes raccoons are coming. Never again.
But when you're selling, you want everything to look the best it possibly can.
I have time.
You have time. Well, I think we should get started then. Houses in this up-and-coming downtown neighbourhood are usually on the market for about 10 days. But for Marco and Maria, it's been 6 weeks. There's been no sign of a sale, not even an offer. So I need to go and speak to their real estate agent and to ask him what he thinks is going wrong. Eusebio, this house has been on the market for 6 weeks. Why do you think that is?
Well, the house needed a little bit of work,
Yeah.
and the owners were actually quite happy with the house. They just think that the area should sell it itself.
At whatever cost.
Exactly. Today's buyer is conscientious. They know what they're looking for, and they want value for their money.
Who do you think is most likely going to buy the house?
It's become a very trendy area over the last few years, so we're getting a lot of the young professionals, young families coming in. It's just a better alternative to going into a condo with no space.
How many viewings have you had, open houses?
We've had two. We've had one open house, and we probably had about 17 to 18 viewings. We have it listed on the MLS,
Yep.
and I've had flyers distributed around around the area.
What did you feel when you first walked into the house?
Definitely a very dated home, but it's an older family who are set in their ways.
How are you going to persuade people who would be going towards a condo to go towards a slightly down at heel house?
At the price for a 600 square foot condo, spending a little more on renovations, you're going to have a 3-bedroom, 2.5-story home.
Unfortunately, the price tag doesn't give you that renovation budget.
I believe in your square footage, and as an investment, you may spend the money on the renovation in order to get what you're expecting from the condo, but definitely in the long run, you're going to be way ahead of the game.
Now, are you going to take new photographs once we've done our renovation work?
Yes, I will, and I'll have them up on the website.
And hopefully we'll get it sold.
Great, thank you.
I'm going to show Maria and Marco what buyers look for in a home. This one in their neighbourhood sold in just 8 days for full asking price. Wow. Maria, come this way, Marco. There's a lot of things about this house I like, and I think that they would look good in your house. So what do you notice first?
The floor.
Yeah. I think it opens the room up, makes the room look bigger. Not too much furniture. It's quite neutral.
Yeah.
When you walked in, your first reaction was, wow. It works on you, Maria. Marco, not so much. It's in immaculate condition and move-in ready. There's no personal photographs. So anyone can imagine moving in, and that's what we're trying to achieve in your house. That's what sells.
They look nice.
Come on through to the kitchen. Wow. They're practically identical to your kitchen cupboards.
Yeah.
Almost close.
Almost close.
Almost close, yeah.
So it just shows you don't need a brand new kitchen. You need to show off as much prep space as possible. When you're selling your house, you want it to look bigger and brighter. The two most important things. But come and have a look at the backyard. Obviously, it's a different kind of yard. This one's got a lot more lawn than yours. I want to make your backyard have more plants, more colour. Hopefully the raccoons won't touch the... We'll leave the flowers alone for the next couple of weeks. Now, did you like this house?
Yeah, I like it. It's more light. They look more big ones.
Yeah, and that's what people are looking for. And I know that's what people want because this house sold for 100% of the asking price in 8 days.
How long this house for sale?
8 days.
Yeah, but the beginning.
From the beginning to the end, 8 days. The way you present a house has a big impact. It's not just about location and price, it's also about presentation.
Presentation to the house.
Yeah. So are you ready to go back and start doing some work on the house?
Yeah.
Okay, then come on.
Yeah.
To change Maria and Marco's house into a true condo alternative, our general contractor, Anthony Sayers, is on the scene. Marco and Maria, you have a good, solid house that's well maintained, but there are some improvements I want to make to it. I'd like to make this patio more of a feature, put some planters up, make it look really pretty. And are you going to sort this out?
Yeah, we can fix this up a little bit, paint it.
Make some window boxes?
Yeah, make some window boxes, some
Brilliant.
planters.
The shed.
We can remove all the shingles and reface it.
So it's going to look really jolly out here, lots of planters. I want the mudroom to look really, really snazzy as soon as you walk in, so
Okay.
I want to take the carpet up. Are you happy with us taking the carpet up in the mudroom?
I'll give it permission.
OK, you give me permission. Thank you, Marco. So, Marco and Maria, what do you feel about these changes? Are you nervous, excited?
No, I'm not nervous. You know, I want to
I'm a
see.
little bit nervous, but more excited.
OK, then come on then.
Okay.
Excellent.
Maria and Marco have to remove 23 years of clutter. The good news is that decluttering before buyers come round will not only help the sale, but also save them packing up on moving day. But Marco still needs some convincing that all this is a good idea.
When I buy the house, the owner, before me, he don't move it maybe one piece of finger. What I have to do?
This period always feels hard when you're moving stuff, but it will make a difference. Hopefully you'll get it sold.
This is a surprise for me.
Marco and Maria's retirement plans have been put on hold as they haven't had one offer in the 6 weeks their home has been on the market. We've got 3 days before the open house, so we're starting in the backyard. Talk about quick work. The carpet's gone up and you've taken all the shingle off.
Yeah, they were just held on by roofing nails.
Right.
It's typical. Cleaned all the nails. I've got this pressure-treated one-by material.
Yep.
I was gonna take it and just line the whole shed with it, around the door, right at the top, just like that. And once we strip that other side, we'll do the same. And then we'll just paint it all out.
But apparently there's lots of nails on the floor, so
Yeah,
I thought I
there-
might start sweeping them up.
Okay, safety first, that's good. We'll clean it all up and then we'll get back to work. How's that?
Now it's time to add more green space.
So I'm building a planter box. What I've done is I've made up 2 frames, one front and one back. I've attached the back frame to the fence, and I've attached the front frame to the other frame just using some 2x4s and some screws. We're gonna make a base that will hold the dirt in, and then we'll clad the sides with some plywood there and this side. We can line it with plastic after. So this is the front facing. We're gonna clad it with some plywood, and then afterwards take some trim and make full panels on the front of the box. We're gonna paint to match with the same color scheme that's going on the shed, and it's gonna be like an oasis in the backyard.
Meanwhile, we're tackling the inside with some fresh paint. The mudroom looks so much better already, and it's actually going to be a good first impression. Now the mudroom's ready for a new carpet.
So what I've done is I just put double-sided tape. So if you actually take the tape off,
Right.
just pull the tape, and then once you pull the tape to past where the carpet's gonna go, we'll start sticking it from that corner.
Never done this before.
Well, I'm here to help you. I'll pull it, you just jump, okay?
Okay,
Ready?
one, two, three.
Oh,
No!
not yet. I didn't do it. Okay, ready? One, two, three, go. Okay,
Yay.
good. Okay, now we can just continue keeping it. Just stick it there, and then I'll guide it to where it's gotta go.
Oh, look at that.
And then it's the same in this corner.
Who knew laying carpet could be so easy?
Okay, so there,
Right.
we have a square edge now.
We have a square edge.
And now we can just keep everything coming this way.
We got rid of the black table and chairs because they didn't really go with the kitchen, and instead we've got this island. What I'm doing is just staining it with some water-based stainer so it matches this sort of darker wood style here. And just pour a little on like that, and then use a roller. Just gives it a bit of a richer, darker tone. This is a bit blonde. This island is great because you can sit at it, but you can also use it as extra prep space. And you don't need a big table in here because you've got the dining room table right next door.
The makeover's almost complete. These finishing touches impress young professionals looking for a condo alternative.
If you've got a window between two rooms, leave it uncovered, let the light in, and both rooms will benefit. Green is in, but don't just stick to flowers. Some fresh herbs by the kitchen will get buyers thinking of snipping, cooking, and dining. You might have everything from a pasta maker to a bread maker, but put them away and keep your countertops clear.
Now that this house is sleek and modern, will buyers finally be wowed?
Marco and Maria's house used to be filled with personal items and overcrowded with furniture. But by painting, decluttering, adding new window treatments and accessories, this home feels really warm and inviting.
Buyers felt let down in the living room. But after a major clean-out, we've revamped the old sofas using modern coverlets, allowing the wood floors to breathe, generates light and space. We've painted a soft and luxurious green on the walls. Chic, contemporary lighting finishes off the changes needed to catch a buyer ready to upsize. Maria and Marco's kitchen wasn't shown to its best potential. Now the countertops have been exposed, fresh neutral paint opens up the room, a modern butcher block bar with matching stools can be used for eating and working. Contemporary accessories add to the transformation from dowdy to an urban, functional space. The mudroom made the worst first impression. So we've decluttered, painted the walls in an updated colour, added a well-placed bench and laid down a fresh, inviting carpet. The backyard was definitely not back to nature. We've ripped up some nasty AstroTurf and added some chairs and an area rug to make it feel like a patio again. We've painted the shed and added wood detailing and built a planter to match. Now this yard is much more of an oasis than urbanites expect. We took Maria and Marco's home from the past to the present. After a massive declutter and modernisation, their home now shows its best-selling features.
If you have an open plan living and dining room, paint the walls the same colour. It will increase a sense of space and create a better flow. Don't worry about underpricing your house. If you price your house low, you should receive multiple offers which will push the price up to market value or above. When you're selling your home, it's important to disassociate yourself from it. Think of it as a product that you're trying to sell like any other, and that will make it easier to remove personal mementos, oversized furniture, and create a neutral space.
Marco didn't get why he was made to declutter, so has he changed his mind?
Nice, clean, clear.
What the? Oh, plastic cake for me and you. Oh, me guys.
It's beautiful.
The house now is beautiful.
I love it. I love it, this place, especially my kitchen.
Their real estate agent is here for the sales test.
Wow, doesn't even look like the same place.
I know.
This is a nice oasis in the city.
From a real estate point of view, how has our makeover helped change the likelihood of a sale?
Well, it's greatly improved the likelihood. We're now have those sleek lines that we're looking for in the condo that usually we don't see in a home. And what you guys have done, it's fantastic. I can't believe it.
Good news, but will potential buyers have the same reaction?
What are you looking for? Is this for you, for someone else?
Actually, I was here 3 weeks ago with one of my clients. From the first time I was here to now, it looks completely different.
Come outside.
Good, come on, good.
Now you've seen it, do you think you might have other clients it might be good for?
Oh, definitely, we work in the area. We will bring in other clients through.
Here we have the kitchen.
Nice and bright. It's got plenty of counter space.
Yeah.
So,
Will you be ringing up your wife on the way home and saying, I've seen this fantastic house, should we go and have a look at it?
definitely. I mean, the house is perfect. It's roomy. With our furniture, we can make this home.
Marco and Maria's house used to be multicolored and cluttered.
And now it's sleek and serene, and they're one step closer to realizing their retirement dreams.
After the Unsellables team left, the number of viewings of Marco and Maria's house increased dramatically. This house is unsellable no more.
This is
Claire.
clear house.
Yeah. It's really is beautiful. Nice, beautiful. Oh, this floor is. Oh, my little house.
No, it's
Oh,
okay.
that was nice.
So I can-
Beautiful.
You can sleep in this room
So-
in the summertime.
So I don't sell my house now. It's nice.